Because that was their next frickin' available. So,
care about the news more for the volatility than anything. Okay, they did what they said they were going to do yesterday. That's good. So what that, to me, that's bullish for the indices. A little bearish for the dollar, but we're going to see what the dollar is right now. Tomorrow they're expecting less jobs. That's not a huge miss or anything. You know, the only thing that I see that could possibly shift the markets along, because we already have a shift. We're going to look at that. We already have a pretty big shift. The only thing that I see that could shift the market tomorrow is if these numbers for the jobs and the non-farm payroll are just terrible. Big miss. If that's the case, we're probably going to see the indices roll down and we'll see the dollar move to the upside. And that's kind of like what I want to see. Honestly, we're not going to see another rate hike for a while now. So I do want to see that. Now, I will say sentiment-wise, I'm kind of against that, right? I kind of do feel like the market could kind of start to go bullish. I'm going to put the YouTube up on my phone just to make sure that everything is streaming okay. If we have anything in the chat, go ahead and throw it in here. Okay, and I'll be able to see it on my phone. So it looks like we're good. Let's start with the dollar because we always do. Let's full screen this up and let's get to work. So we have the bullish divergence still here on the daily. This is what is most interesting to me. The volume is starting to pick up. It's really starting to move. So now we're going to look at the price action. And we do have this very nice bearish candle that broke these lows. But then we instantly come right back into this. Now, if you have been following the channel for a couple of, since Chart Talk has started, we have been speaking about this level here. And this level, it was a point of control from way back when. So let's make this text a little darker so we can see. And it was a weekly point of control from way back when the market made this bullish push one week. It went up here and the market never came and retested this volume, and we just did. And once it hit it, it made a big reaction. So ultimately what we want to see for this dollar to start to turn around, at least to head back into this level of volume in this EMA right here. I got the 50 EMA on the chart on the daily. If we go in and bring the 200 daily moving average, that's almost the same spot, right? Really just wanted to come up into there, and I don't even need the moving average on the chart, honestly. But into this area, basically, of structure, that what we want to see is price break above. We go to the 4 hour now. If price could break above here, this level basically, we're coming up. Almost, we're sure of breaking this level. We're coming all the way up. Probably faster than most people think as well, just because of the volume profile is very little right here. We might pause out a little at this level. we're gonna probably look for a little correction and then another move up. So here's what I'm looking for on the dollar. I want to see this start to move up into this level. I do think this was more or less of a fake out, and the reason being is it's the volume here. And that's the only thing I'm going off of, right? A lot of people are going to play this as a break and retest, a clean structure level where price held at, and then it broke through. So I have a lot of people are taught break, retest, downside. There definitely is this area down here that I also have, and it's a monthly point of control, and usually the monthly point of controls are even stronger than the weekly point of controls. But I'm just going, it doesn't have to get there by any means. There's volume all over the market, right? I just use these as areas that I can possibly target. And when I get a move like this off of an important level that I have been waiting for a long time, to me it's worth playing. If it can come back into this area, I think we're going to see a move like this. And this, to me, is a very nice Wyckoff accumulation. When we have the spring, if we can get a test, we're out of there. And on the lower time frames, that might have already happened. This might even be like the last point of supply or last pullback. So what we need to see to confirm that this should make this move. Number one, we have this big volume push that broke through. That right there usually will send the market down lower. But when you instantly come back and erase that price action with a bigger volume candle, to me, that is a sign that there is more demand than there is supply. So what the market most likely will do is come back into this level and then to test to see if there really is no more supply left, and then the demand should kick in if that is the case. There is also this level just right here where we have this fake move and then just an instant reversal where price came in and took out this. This is also a level I'm watching because I feel like it has potential for a shorting opportunity if the market doesn't correct here and it just continues to move up. Well, that will be a little bit of an overextended move, and we'll have to look at that. So basically what the market has done this week before NFP is we have a move up, we have a move down, and these moves have cleared liquidity. So anyone who was buying got faked out. We did. And anyone who was selling right here is possibly getting faked out now. So a lot of liquidity has been taken, which allows big moves to happen because that's the only way big players can get into the market. Okay? So I'm thinking if we go down to this lower time frame, I'm thinking yesterday's point of control, which is sitting right here, highlighted in yellow. This area right here is going to be something of interest tomorrow for me if the market gets down. I don't love playing tops and bottoms. I actually hate it. But when there's a spring like this, I don't mind it. So I look for these moves a lot. I would have much rather had yesterday's high get broken. So if that can happen, that would be a little bit better. So I guess I'm saying yesterday, the day before's high. If that move could get broken, that would give a little bit more. We also have this level here, like I said. And so this is where this daily POC is. So a lot of volume in between right here. And you can see the market moves fast right here. It moves fast here, pretty fast. fast here. Every time it kind of went up, down, it was moving, yes, sideways, but kind of a choppy, fast sideways. So a lot of people are going to be looking for this move tomorrow. I do not disagree, right? The 78.6 is sitting right there at this fib level. So, you know, like I said, if the market continues to push up, we'll watch the volume. If the volume is this low still, we're most likely going to see this at least drop back down into, goodness gracious, I keep clicking the wrong stuff, guys, sorry. I gotta fix that, get that off my, okay, I almost overwhelmed. So, I was gonna say at least back down into this level right here, right, where there was just a lot of price action. But since we came back into this range, I'm looking bullish on this. So we got that option here, we can strike there, or we'll get this option here, we can strike there. And that's ultimately what I want. I would rather play this. If the market just dies tomorrow, then whatever. Okay, it's gonna die, and I'll short it after it breaks here all the way down into this monthly POC. But I will be trying for a buy right there to catch a big swing, a very big move. So we're gonna look at some forex pairs that line up with that. Let's look at this. Daily control back here. Okay. And yeah, so we have a couple of areas to really play off of tomorrow, which is nice. Very nice. Okay. And then I think actually this week's point of control is right here where we are, so that's something interesting as well. Just kind of go. All right, let's go to EU or USD. Okay. This level right here is a level of importance, I believe, on the daily. Let's go to not the daily, maybe the daily. I just might have threw this line up here on the chart. This level way up here is very important. We're not even close to that, so we're not going to pay attention to that. I want to show y'all the divergence here. I mean, bullish market, got to be very careful even thinking about any shorts at all. That's why I'm questioning the dollar turnaround right now, because everything is just so bullish. And when you got news, a lot of times it just goes with the trend. It really does. It's very easy. The insiders like to find the path of least resistance. So we got to be not careful on EU, but we got to watch for this. I want to pull up the world futures. Let's see if I have that here. I do. And this is what I like to see. I like to see the futures chart. But the volume here is telling me something. There's definitely a lot of supply coming into the market. If we break through these lows, I think we have a good chance to head to the downside. And even now, I think we have a possibly good chance to head to the downside. We're getting a nice weekly candle. After this push up, you know, that took a lot of liquidity and then making that move down. You can see it on the 4-hour, huge volume came in with the bears. After this, what's looking like now, a big push up. So there was good volume with this move. There's usually, like I said, another push with this type of volume, but when it comes in and just erases it with that type of move, there's nothing you can say about that. You gotta just look for the reversal. Or sorry, for the reverse and then boom. So this low right here, if it breaks tomorrow, I mean, you know, there's this little bit of volume that it could stop at, but there's a lot of room to the downside. I would expect it to come at least into this area. So we'll be watching EU for a possible move down. Now, the one thing that could really, I guess, bite me in the ass, for lack of better words, is this move here, where we have this breakdown and then a right? Even though this volume is suggesting that this should come straight through here, there's still an uptrend in play, and this could hold and make this move up. We do have good volume right here, so it's going to be kind of a battle right here in this area, and then whoever wins, bulls or bears, bulls win. This is making this move probably tomorrow, literally like a crazy move, just like we saw right here. It's probably going to do something similar like that tomorrow, or it'll do something like this and battle here tonight, and then just slip through in the morning. And I have a feeling that's coming just because it's based off this pattern. So if we can go into the 1 hour, how can we try to play this? Well, if you're trying to play on the bull side, I would wait for honestly like 7:30 and maybe wait for these lows to get manipulated. So I'm not gonna play this. Most likely, if I do, I will put a half on that 78.6 and play. But most likely, if this is gonna go bullish, which I don't think it is, I'm gonna look for the bearish play. These lows will probably get taken first, and then it will make this move. But it could hold right here because these lows were taken right there first, and then it moved. So that is an area of interest right there, which I'm pretty sure that is the 76. So it lines up really good for the bulls, low key. Just the volume is against big time. So what I'm going to be doing, even though it hasn't necessarily broke its structural low yet, I'm going to be looking for this to reverse tomorrow. And I'm thinking the timing is a little bit off at this point because NFP is around this time tomorrow. And if this market just starts to retrace super fast like this, that's going to be a very fast retracement. We're going to have to make sure that volume is low on that retracement. So I'm trying to line up time and price right now for the bears, and it is very sketchy. For the bulls, it's actually looking kind of good. Now, we're going to have to see how that works. I might sit this one out, honestly, just because it could go either way. If it comes down into this area, we can look for buys. I'm showing the 15-minute. Yeah, there's some bearish divergence. See this lower time frame action. When the market moves fast, that's when I do like to go down to the lower time frame. If this comes down here by 7, which we would have to probably really do something like that, really slow, like 7 is right here, then I might put this buy. But like I said, when you get this type of volume, this type of move, it's a lot of times it doesn't even give you a retracement. It'll just continue dropping, just like it did the day before. Here's what it did today. It can just do this again tomorrow, right? And it can do this again next. It doesn't have to it doesn't have to correct. So we could see this just roll over like this, no doubt. And it would just be like, oh dang, I didn't get a position. So that happens every now and then too. Okay. Let's look at the pound, and that would have been a nice little trade here. We can actually take that. So close this out real quick. I was talking about GJ or something right here. For all y'all people who don't know, if you just hold Command and then drag your mouse over, you can just delete So this is most likely coming into these lows right here. The pound is looking, I wanted it to fake out haven't seen this much volume since way over here, because it even surpasses this volume. So I would expect GU to move down into these lows, even down where this demand was. Let's put this little fib up here. It's not the best area to fib, but you know that 61.8 always gets some rejection, some love, regardless. So this thing could move down another 200 pips probably. Let's go look at it on the 4 hour. See what this momentum looks like. Oh yeah, big bearish. I mean, the most bearish volume we've seen. Just ridiculous move. So we would definitely expect this to continue to the downside. This is one of those sell stop scenarios that are just perfect. When you get big volume like that coming in, barely breaking a level, it most likely comes and just swoops straight through it. So how can we play off this tomorrow? This is going to be probably a better one to play than the euro, because the euro hasn't broken structure yet. This has. So the volume was increasing as price was dropping. If we can get, and I don't love this fib, but if we can, wherever this stops, if the market does come into that, I think regardless of what the dollar kind of does, the pound is already giving away its weakness right here. And you know, I like how long it took. It didn't take any liquidity before it kind of showed this sign of weakness here, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't, like I said, we don't always have to. So what I'll be looking for is a pullback or a flag here, and then another move down. If it just stalls here tomorrow, for NFP, I'll probably put a sell stop somewhere right here to see if I can catch another move down, because there's a lot of volume there on this downside move. If it does pull up into this level, well, there is a lot of volume that, and it pretty much will probably get into this. So if it does start to pull up, expect it to get all the way into there. Maybe like a lower time frame setup could happen, but for me, I'll be waiting for like a discount. Of course, that's just how I play this. So for me, the pound is going to be more interesting than anything tomorrow, probably. Waiting for, you know, a price like this, or waiting for it to maybe go sideways till 7 and then boom into this level. And ultimately, if it really could slip all the way down here. If it doesn't, if it doesn't hold here, there's not a lot holding this from coming down, and I would say this. So I'm gonna put some more price into it and see how long this thing can go. Yeah, right here would be a good area for this, because it could stop right here, which whatever it does. That means the dollar's just gonna tank. But if the dollar tanks, this might not do that, right? This might actually hold right here, and then if the dollar reverses, this is going to be a perfect shot. Likely for the downside, if it does kind of break this level, we're coming all the way down into here. So these are kind of just some easy profile levels that I'm seeing. The Aussie is also looking kind of weakish. A lot of volume still right there. That's an interesting spot. So it barely missed this yearly point of control. It still could get there. Like I said, the dollar still, it really could make that one down. That would suck, but man, with this type of volume and price action, I'm going to be looking for a continuation down tomorrow. So let me get a little bit more price into this. Yeah, there's not a lot over here, so we should move down. Every time we came into this area, supply kicks in. I'm looking for supply to kick in tomorrow. We're getting a good volume candle. Not really, actually. This is interesting. It's going to be don't have to draw a trend line when you see things like this. You just don't. So it needs to break this low before it is really bearish to me. But check this out. This volume, right? Big bullish candle. It's already getting taken out. So I'm thinking this is more likely a fake move up and we're coming down. Usually when there's this much volume, it's not a fake move. But one candle pushes, already should be fake. So Aussie could be coming down tomorrow. We wanted to catch this move up on the Swiss. It didn't retrace enough. So now it's sat at this supply of this divergence. Okay. The Swiss franc is in an interesting spot. It's at last week's high, rejecting from it. I think we have the possibility for reversal. Or not last week's, the weeks before. Let's go to the daily. This one's I'm gonna leave this one alone. I gotta wait for this one to really break before I do anything because it's a little more bullish than all of them in my opinion. So I'm just gonna wait on this. This is kind of giving me vibes that this could just come into here and keep going. So I don't want to even mess with this. I'm waiting for everything besides the dollar to turn around to the downside. I want the dollar to go up, which means usually everything else will go to the downside. So I'm really trying to be patient on this dollar. But yesterday or the day before, when the Fed dropped that news, was very bullish for the stock market. But earnings just came out, very bad earnings for some heavy hitters in the stock market. So we'll see what happens. Yen, I wanted the yen to come down in here before it made a move up, and it just has kind of grinded up slowly this week because it is in a very nice uptrend. So all the yen pairs are most likely bearish right now. I just want to see it on the daily real quick. Yeah, we're probably going to come into this level of volume. I've had this marked off. It's most likely going to make one more push up if it's going to drop. I mean, if it's going to drop, it needs to put in some type of bearish volume like the euro did or the pound has. This is not it yet. So on the 1 hour, what I'll be waiting for, really, yeah, this has no bearishness to it at all, honestly. If anything, it kind of has like a little correction and then boom, look to it. So I'm going to stay away from the yen, most likely. In fact, if it breaks this high, there's not a lot holding it back from moving to the upside pretty quickly. I'm trying to get more pricing to see if we can get a better comparison on this level. Let's get some more price. There we go. Let's stay about right here and see what the volume looks like right here. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. So maybe tomorrow yen might pop because geez, there's not a lot of volume. And this could be holding the yen down. That would be good for my thesis, whatever. I want the yen to kind of start to slow down. So that would be good. There is a little bit of like a pause up here with this trend trying to hold, I guess. I was going to say break. That looks like it's actually holding. This yeah, this thing's probably gonna pop. I'm probably gonna stay out of it just because I'm not the biggest yen trader. If it does make a spike down first, maybe that's an opportunity, but I wouldn't We'll see how it looks in real life. Oil, I think oil has a case right here for buys just because of how it looked on the monthly. It had 3 very nice candlesticks. Let's go to the month. The monthly candles have some reversal look to it. So I'm questioning if this is an early start or if this is just psych, we were interested. So that kind of okays it a little bit more for buys. Just because you could get, I mean, the structure's just been pretty clear. It's been bearish until it gets here, and then once it shifts, it's been bullish. And then until it gets here, it shifts, and then it becomes bearish. And so once the structures have been like shifting inside here, it's been really kind of easy buys and sells, I guess. Kind of an uglier market than I like to play in. So just wait for that on oil, in my opinion. If it breaks here, it's probably coming down to this level, right? Pretty easy. So I would just kind of play the structure of oil right now. Might be something like that. The S&P, guys, was just give me this and just kept going. Yeah, I really want to wait on this thing because it is starting to break levels I didn't want it to break. Okay. It's breaking these highs, and I want it to be a wick really bad. I want this weekly candle to leave a wick right here like these have, and I want this to roll to the downside. Let's go to the daily and show that that's probably not gonna happen. So on the daily, the momentum is starting to pull up and the volume is starting to pull up while we're breaking levels. So increase in volume, increase in price, it usually means the demand is present. So it's kind of tough for me to want to short this. I will throw this macro fib on here. And right, we are technically in an area where the market could just turn around. If anywhere, 78.6 is that fib. There's not a lot of volume above here. So one of two things are going to happen. Either going to stall here and then probably move up. It would need to break this area before we get down. And if it breaks this area, it's going up into here. So these are some areas of lower time frame now that we go into. Okay, so pretty easy, clean levels right here. If we break above this high, the market should find this level pretty quick. Let's see if there's any volume to the left. I put some price into it because it's that makes sense. Okay, there's not much right there. Let's go to flower and see. There we go. Not much, but here's a level that I will play first. It's a volume profile that has not been hit. This point of control way back here. So this is actually a level that I will look for. If this gets hit, or this will be something I target. So let's take that into consideration. All right. And let's see here. We're getting into the call on live, so I just turned the music down. Sorry, it's too loud. No one in the chat wanted to tell me besides you. It's a little weird. Same with NASDAQ though. I mean, sheesh. The candles are just, they're too bullish to sell. You can't sell yet unless you just want to try to catch the best price you possibly can and kind of risk it for the biscuit. Yes, I see the market is in this macro fib level just like the S&P. But man, the volume is just picking up, and it's breaking levels. Most likely going to see it continue up, which is really telling me that the dollar could continue down. So we just gotta see if this breaks lower than 4 hour. It's gotta break way lower. see bears here. I can't. So this dude AB probably on his phone. Alright, let's go into the Dow. And the Dow is the one that is looking bearish. So this, if you're gonna sell one, I think this is the one you need to look for. So let's go here and throw this on that. Now, if you haven't got a position in, I would just wait for tomorrow. But if this thing starts to drop, then this is the one, right? This is the one. So I will be waiting pretty much for these lows to break, I think. And really, we got to see where this is tomorrow, because if it's coming in to this level tomorrow, that could be a possible buying opportunity as well. But I doubt it, man. I doubt it. These lows will probably get swept first. I'm not a big fan of just like entering before news. I know sometimes it's beneficial, but lately the market has been so sideways that it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So, man, this dude, hold on, bro. Oh, man, hold on. Alright, well, I'm about to get off this because I don't think anything's working. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow with it.